It was a week ago, almost to the hour at which I am posting this video today, that we held a funeral service for my mother. She was 95, and we are sad that she's no longer with us, but we are blessed to have had her for so long and in such good state of being. The service was held in my home congregation in Northeast Iowa. The church building there holds about 300. For the funeral last week, there were 12 in attendance, including the pastor, the organist, and the custodian who rings the bell, who also is my wife's brother. I was there with my wife. Her mother was there also. Our two sons came without their families. Our daughter and her husband could not come. Two of my sisters and their families could not come. One sister came without her husband, with one of her two sons, with one of her two grandsons. You get the idea. There were a lot of people who could not come. Mom had been a member of that congregation for 70 years. She was for many years a choir director. For 40 years, she was the pastor's wife until my dad died 30 years ago. She taught school in that same community for 26 years. She touched a lot of lives, and in normal times there would have been a lot of people who would have come to her funeral, but these are not normal times, and many others are having that same experience. I thought it was going to be odd, and in a way it was, I guess. I thought it could be unfulfilling, but unfulfilling it was not. In the funeral rite, which is so familiar to me from having presided at many funerals over the years, in that liturgy, I was in touch that day with the church that is beyond that little group that we had assembled there, those 9 people rattling around in the pews. In the great Thanksgiving of Holy Communion, the last line of the proper preface, it says, "With all the choirs of angels, with the church on earth, and the hosts of heaven, we give thanks and praise to God." We can't see them, but we believe it is with them that we join in Holy Communion, that we lift our voices in praise and thanksgiving. It is how we worship. It is how we do funerals. It is how we live and how we die in Christ. It is how we are received into heaven. We are commended by the whole church who helped us in commending Mom. We are welcomed by the hosts of heaven. And we rejoice that Mom has been so welcomed and received by the heavenly hosts and into the presence of Jesus. It is celebrated by the choirs of angels, to which we can only say, thanks be to God. This is Light for Today. I'm Pastor Mark Erlaub.